we kill a buffalo or a moose, we divide the meat to all the families, so everybody has a share. That's how we live. We have a garden, there's a lot of extra vegetables, so we give it out to the community. And thanks to my brotherhood of the European Brothers of Nashville, they understood what surviving is all about, because they're helping us survive. They're coming here, partaking gardening. You go to Nashville, Tennessee, you see gardens all over now. People buying up meadows, you know. So they understand. There's other places. And those that don't listen and understand that wind, tornadoes will wipe them out. When they told us that, I said, well, that's not going to happen. Because all these intellects are combined together in little bitty places. Now I understand why these tornadoes come, because they're making it happen from the universe. Self-destruction. Now who's making that tornadoes come to these small towns and destruct each other? It's the scientists. Scientists that are working from this earth into universe to try to control nature's way of life. And they can't. They cannot. It's backfiring on them. When they make a lot of rain, instead of that, they make a lot of wind. Tornadoes, wiping out their own cells. And scientists and guys don't want to tell the people of CNN or whatever, because this whole darn world will go crazy. And look at Japan and learn that lesson. They don't heed the warning of uranium monkeying around with nature. They want to buy up water and energy from the universe, Mother Earth. So now they're self-destroying themselves. Backfired. And same year in the United States, it's going to happen. Water is going to be price of a gold and diamond. And if you hoard this water in the city, people who need water will kill you and get the water. That's how far we have gone. I'm an old timer from 1940s, so I realized when my grandpa told me one day, crazy man's going to sell that water that is ours to make money. Everything they get hold of, they're going to. And I lived to see all of that happen. They're using our Indian ways, and I call them born-again wahoos, instantaneous Indian medicine man. And some of our own people making medicine man out there and getting $5,000, $10,000 in return. So they're putting war bonnets on them, and, they're desecrating our own people. As a treaty member, we passed a law, Eagle Feather Law, and that's a supreme law of the Indian nation because that's the natural law. Even the white people cannot touch the eagle feather. If they do, it's 5,000 or 5 years in jail, $10,000 fine. But they're violating that. Our own people is selling eagle feathers, war bonnets, and making chiefs out there, and they don't even know the spirit language, but they're making a medicine man. If you want to learn this medicine, you got to learn the language that was given by the spirits. So that's how they communicate. And we're getting too far in this world. There's nothing wrong with us. But it's this crazy way they implemented our way of thinking into us, divide and conquer. We're better than each other. That's all they're saying. We're all equal. Our blood is one. We learn from each other, but please respect each other. And teach each other how to survive the sacredness of the water and earth. The earth will give you food. The water will give you food. But they never listen to the Indian people. They come here and say, this place is ours. It's not yours. You're an immigrant. Once I asked for that family tree to go international, nationwide, A lot of the students in other colleges have called back. I'm really glad I started this family tree, so now I know where I'm from. I'm part Ireland, I'm part German. I feel a lot better knowing where my ancestors come from. Part of my grandmother was a Polak. My grandfather was a German. So now I know who I am. I feel real good, Floyd. But education don't teach that. All it does is to confiscate your beautiful way of life and to mold it into one way of thinking. Take. To hell with everybody. Take, you know. But the native way of life is give. We give. And sometimes I feel we give too much. We give too damn much. We entrust too damn much in other people. And they take it and they turn around and sell it. We teach these people that humble themselves and talk real pitiful, and we teach them for about 4 or 5 years, and all of a sudden they're gone. And they're selling the ceremony out there for $5,000, $10,000. I sat here at this couch and watched the television for a week and a half, expecting our Indian medicine man, Indian tribes to come together and defend the beautiful Inipi, which is our sacred lodge of sweat lodge. People, white people call it sweat lodge because they go in there and sweat like a sauna. Our way, Inipi is wiping our spirit down, purifying ourselves, not punishing each other. We only use 7 sacred rocks, medicine rocks that you could control to heat it up and control the temperature in there with the 7. And we wipe down, and that's our Inipi, a sacred ceremony, a rebirth. We crawl back in and we pray and rebirth. Only one doorway. But even the intellects, the New Agers changed that. Now where in the hell did they come from, these 4 doorways, you know? You're not born 4 times, you know? You're only born 1 time. So now they violated that, and now Earl Ray all of a sudden charging guys $10,000 a piece to go and put them on vision quest for 3 days and cut their hair and starve them to death and put them in that lodge. I investigated that lodge, and like I say, I sat here and watched any tribe or tribal member, medicine man, to take action. They didn't, so I called New York, one of my friends, and stated what had happened, and she paid my way, my helper. I flew down her, talked to Mary, one of my brothers, Ivan, and Ivan was a Maricopa Apache who has territorial rights in that, where that killing has happened. So we walked up and pressed charges against him. And then, of all things, Arizona says, since it's an Indian sweat lodge, we cannot have Indian questing in there. And we cannot have any Indians on a jury, because it'll violate the religious rights, and that religious right do not belong in the court. And that old dummy white man doesn't know our way of life is a way of life. It's not a religion. It's lodge, it's part of way of life of rebirth. It's the image of our mother's womb, where I was created and I came out to fulfill the 4 destiny of my life. They didn't know that. All they did was CNN, that lady called me. I honestly told her the white man didn't violate our way of life, which they don't understand, which they have no business in that. And I'm glad he's getting sentenced here in a short time. But I'm pretty sure the white's going to sentence him, so he'll probably get 9, 10 years. But it'll destroy. I'm still sitting here debating, because lawyers are calling me to go after him, civil side, for material things. And a lot of people say, well, you're a full-blood, what do you think? To me, he learned the best that he can. He's going to have to carry those spiritual death on his back the rest of his life, to me. That's his imprisonment, his conscience. It's not the money, it's not the material stuff. But the other European people should learn something from that. And if they really want to learn how to come to the original people, the Sioux people that carry those responsibility and laws, and learn from them in a good, honest way, we're not going to kick them out. We're not